Hey, Highland County Real Estate, Randy Butler with Classic Real Estate. We are in the home of Willard Parr.
Hello, my friend.
Everybody that's been around Hillsborough knows Willard Parr. The thing about real estate, we try to attract people to our area, to Highland County, to sell real estate, and you do that by the businesses that's open here, but probably more importantly, that is the people that live here. And Mr. Willard Parr has been around here for
All my life.
a long time, a long time. The first time I met, we talked about it before we pushed the play button, record button here, but the first time I met him was probably 30 years ago. I was in my mid-20s, a young kid, had absolutely no money at all trying to run a business, and I heard about these live remotes that WSRW did, and I thought, I want to give that a try. So he come out, and I was scared out of my mind. You had this big box and a microphone, and I remember saying, hey, how does this work? Do we practice? Is there a script, or how does this work? He says, no, this is live radio. And he handed me this, said, here, we're Randy Butler's here, and you just hand me the microphone, just walked away from me. I was absolutely scared out of my mind. You handed it to me and walked away. But that's my first remembrance of Mr. Willard Parr.
Well, you'll find out, and through years, the best way to do something and learn it is actually do it.
I could see that. Now, I didn't agree with that then.
Probably not.
I did.
But that's the way I broke in a lot of things. In fact, going back, jumping ahead of time, a young man in bib overalls, he did have shoes on from down at Deadfall, came in, and when I was managing the radio station, of course I did that from 1956 to 1999, and he came in and kept applying for a job, wanting to be a disc jockey. Jeff Martin was the disc jockey at that time, and he kept bothering Jeff, and finally I asked him to leave, and he wouldn't leave, and finally I took him by the nape of the neck and the seat of the pants and put him out the back door.
Sure.
And wasn't long till I needed an announcer, and I run an ad and interviewed a bunch of people, and here he came again. So I went back at that particular time. That was back in before all the satellite dishes and all that. So the news you tore a sheet of paper off of a teletype. Back then it was United Press International, UPI, and I let him tape the news, and he sounded better than anybody that I'd interviewed. And today he's still as good an announcer as anybody ever made. They call him Herb Day.
Herb Day, yes.
In fact, Herb Day's back on the air again.
I read that.
He's working for himself. It's herbdayradio.com, and it's on the internet. And he's playing in the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. Good music.
Sure. Which I'm sure it's hard for you to wrap your head around internet radio.
I started in radio in 1956. I was a policeman before that. You know that. How I became connected with radio, I made sergeant in 6 months after going on the department, and they elected me president of the Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge number 83, which covered Adams County and Highland County. And they had a little problem. They wanted to present to city council, and so in January 1956 I did that, and there was a guy sitting in there that I'd never seen before, and when I got done presenting what I had to present, he came over and whispered in my ear. He said, when the meeting's over, I want to talk to you. And I said, well, I'll work in desk for the police department, just a couple of doors up. So he came up and he offered me a job. Come to find out, his name was Dave Winslow, and he said, I'm building a radio station. I want you to go to work for me. And I said, I've got a job that I'm interested in, and it suits me okay. We talked, and finally he talked me into working part-time. And he said, if you'll go to work for me, even part-time, I'll make you station manager, and you'll be that as long as I'm connected with the radio. And so that was my beginning with the radio. It was 1956. While ago. So, but
I wasn't here then. I don't remember that.
From 56 to 2018, I was connected with the radio. I managed the radio station from 1956 to 1999. And I had 14, 15 people working under me all the time. But anyway, during that time, I always kept 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday, for me as a disc jockey. I still did my DJ thing and managed the thing too. And I stayed manager until 1999 when Clear Channel bought the radio station. And I dropped back to just regular announcer, disc jockey, and general flunky, which I always was general flunky anyway. Yeah. But I spent 62 years on the air, and man, you can't believe how friends.
You've met a lot of people in that time, I'm sure.
Like you said, you was talking about doing a remote broadcast with you. I did. Where I contacted most of my young people was fairs. In fact, beginning down Bainbridge, Ohio, I did the 10 years on the Bainbridge Fall Festival of Leaves, 18 years People's Old Timers Days, 38 years Seaman Fall Festival, 38 years Adams County Fair, 14 years Ohio Tobacco Festival at Ripley, 38 years at Georgetown at the Brown County Fair, 10 years down at the Lynchburg Homecoming, 57 years at the Highland County Fair. Can you believe that? 57
I
years.
remember when I was a kid seeing you at the fair. I didn't even know who you were, but I remember seeing you there.
57 years.
Sure.
So all in all, thousands of young people that have grandchildren today come up to me and said, "Hey, you did me this, that, and one thing another." But today I have an awful time remembering names. I know faces, but can't remember names.
Sure. I know, and you've done all this. What'd you tell me? You're like 77 years old? 70?
Yeah, that and some too. 93 years old.
93 years old.
93.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, Will, and I can speak for anybody out there listening to this that have known you. You know, I lived here my whole life, and it's people like you that make us all proud to live here. You know, you had jobs and you got paid for that, but you offered community service as well, and I know we all appreciate that, and it's just great to have you here in Highland County.
Well, it's good to be back, and like I said, I spent 5 months when I retired, October the 31st, 2018. My oldest daughter, Karen, lives now in Phoenix City, Alabama. And she talked me into coming down to spend the winter with her. When I got down there the first day, I was sick of the place, the first day I got there. And I'll say this, I spent, came back to Ohio June the 1st. I wouldn't trade Highland County, Hillsboro, for the whole state of Alabama.
We have a good place.
And remember I said that, that's not putting Alabama down, that's just because I like where I'm at.
Sure. Well, we appreciate you all you done, and I hope everybody out there listening and enjoyed getting to know Willard Parr a little better.
Well, you know, I am now living, I went from a 9-room house, a 5-bedroom house, and I'm now in a 1-room living room with a kitchen in the side of it and 1 bedroom. From 9 rooms, 5 bedrooms, down to 1 room and a bedroom.
You've downsized some.
I'm downsized as low as I can get.
Yeah, sure. Wait, thank you for the interview, Willard in Highland County. We'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day.
Randy Butler, glad to talk to you anytime, my friend.
Thank you very much. It's a little different. I interviewed you this time. It's different. That never happens. So.
I don't remember what year that was.
That would have been early '90s. Probably, or late 80s, one of the two. But I know you had me scared to death. Well, Highland County, you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.